I actually like that you brought up. Shout out to Devontae.
Yeah.
I'm very happy that you brought him up because I want to talk about Jodeci.
Okay.
I want to talk about Jodeci and I want to talk about that sound. But before we even talk about Jodeci, since we're giving flowers to somebody, I wanted to give flowers to the person that's not really talked about that merged hip hop and R&B together so much more than we can actually ever really imagine. A pioneer of R&B with hip hop. And the reason why I said I'm happy you brought up Devontae and Jodeci, because this person I'm talking about is Heavy D.
Do your research.
Uptown Records, Heavy D. Ladies and gentlemen, there's
the only artist to be on the track with Michael and Janet Jackson at the same time. No other artist can say that.
Thank you. I knew you were going to say it for me. All Right with Janet Jackson. Jam with Michael Jackson. Brought us Candy Rain. He brought us Soul For Real.
We came here to party tonight. You know?
Exactly. What? Heavy D and The Boys.
Yeah.
The Boys.
Yeah.
Down My Heart. Oh my goodness. Heavy D has probably, I'm going to go with Heavy D has a top 5 party song of all time. Now That We Found Love is one of the biggest crossovers, one of the biggest crossover songs of all time. And I don't care what nobody says, clock me on it. I dare you. I play Heavy D's song right now. People go crazy. I don't care where I am.
Oh, man.
Now That We Found Love.
That song was ahead of its time. That song was ahead of its time. He saw the vision.
You see what I'm talking about? The people he had on it, Aaron Hall in the background just singing notes for notes, just going crazy in the background. It's one of the most perfectly done songs. Perfectly done songs. R&B, and I'm talking about R&B and hip hop of all time.
And you know what's interesting too? You said he blended hip hop and R&B. Now with that single too, he also blended the Vogue sound. You know, for the gay community. You know, voguing.
Yeah.
Because when you listen to the bump, 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 you know, that whole, I don't know if it was a synth or a horn.
It is.
Yeah.
You can hear it.
Yeah. You can hear it. And it's like, so he was really touching another market as well, too, you know?
It is. It's runway. It's everything.
Correct,
you can drop that sound anywhere. I could play it anywhere. And people have the same feeling every time. I haven't heard one person ever hate on it. I've never heard one person say, I don't like that song. Never. Tells me everything I need to know about it. Heavy D, Uptown Records. The reason why we have Jodeci today was because of Heavy D. Jodeci was out there singing their hearts out to an A&R, saying that, man, rest in power, not L.A. Reid, I forgot the guy's name. Harrell.
Andre Harrell.
Andre Harrell wasn't going to feel their sound and blah, blah, blah. Heavy D walked by. Then he put his head in and was like, what's that?
Yeah.
And then they kept singing. He's like, hold on for a second. Went to go get Andre Harrell. Game is over. This man's responsible for a lot of people. Diddy's, all that stuff. Diddy says it. That he used to see Heavy D and how he moved in Mount Vernon. How he moved. His style is dancing. So everything. You can look at it. You can look how Biggie's dressed.
He laid the blueprint for a lot of style.
Heavy D is the style of the hip hop R&B merge era.
Yeah, is it good to you? Yeah,
you hear it?
Yeah.
Oh, without feeling if I rub
now I hear Bobby Brown when I hear that song.
You see what I'm saying?
You know, he birthed a lot.
It was a hybrid of New Jack Swing. It was a little different. It was a New Jack Swing with some little R&B funk soul.
Yeah.
It was a hybrid. We was changing. We were getting out of that New Jack Swing era.
You know what's interesting? That New Jack Swing area was huge.
It was huge, man.
Because there was the females that had a certain, in that New Jack Swing era, they had a sound for females, the Miss Pebbles, the Karen Whites, that whole era.
Out to them.
But the dudes was hitting just as hard, if not a little harder, because then there was the Bobby Brown. There was, like the New Jack Swing sound, and then there was different versions of it as the years passed. They would just kind of modify it or add to it, It took a while for people to get out of the New Jack Swing era onto the next, When
do you think New Jack Swing era, in my mind, I'm sorry, I'm very good with numbers because I remember placements. So I remember Bobby Brown 88, 87, 88. Because that was the album. Bobby Brown, light skin Avenger, doo-wop, I'll be sure, and Guy.
Yeah,
albums came out around that same time, and New Edition Heartbreak album. Those were the 4 albums. That was that summer. I think it's 88. And I was young, and I remember that sound. But I remember that sound as a kid. I remember that sound.
You were
that
5.
Bobby Brown, I had to be,
right?
Because yes, because Bobby Brown. I remember that. What was it? Boom, 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 boom. No, that was after. No, Every Little Step I Take. Yes, that was the album, the Don't Be Cruel album.
Yeah, but we weren't that young. Were we really that young?
Had to be 88.
Dang, man, that just tells you how many legs that album really carried.
Do you understand how much songs it was? Do you understand how much he wrote that album? He had hit after it. That whole album was cover to cover. The whole album. Think about that whole album was cover to cover. My Prerogative, and when My Prerogative came out, it was a rap.
Man, and then there was Tenderoni.
Well, that My Prerogative changed the New Edition, that any Heartbreak tour to the Bobby Brown tour.
Yeah.
That My Prerogative song was a rap.
Oh yeah. That was Bobby's tour.
It turned into it. Albie ended up leaving, and then New Edition had to relent, man. They had to. There was nothing they could do.
Yeah, because you just couldn't stop him.
Well, think about it. He knew all everything of what they were going to do, and you try to put him out there first.
Yeah,
that was actually a mistake.
Yeah, but it's
what
just
you could
crazy
do?
how...
What could you do though? Yeah, there's nothing you could really do.
And not only that, you got a dude, right? That's so competitive and is so coming for your throat every single, and he has a crew that will fight you at the same time, And it's just kind of like. So just in case you want to pull some behind the stage, I got something for that too.
Well, think about it this too. New Edition was very structured. The dancing, everything was. Bobby could actually go do what he wanted to do.
Bobby had ADD. He was an ADHD type cat because he's like, all right, this is boring. What's the next thing? Because he could do it too easy.
It's too good. Too easy.
Hence, when you seen him solo, you were like, fuck. And it's like, yeah, that's the same dude that you thought was the weakest link in New Edition. Correct.
He wasn't. He just didn't want to do that same thing again and again.
And they also hated on him because he was dark skinned. I said it. Sue me.
Do you think? Come on, man.
Yep.
They got Johnny. Don't say nothing. Don't leave Johnny alone.
Because Johnny looked decent. Bobby looked like a nigga, and he was dark skinned, and they hated on that shit. And Johnny Gill was the dark-skinned cat that didn't look hood. He was a country boy, right? So he had a very innocent vibe with him, but he sounded like he literally just came from church, So it's like he had more of those qualities that it's like, oh, I could work with this. On top of the fact that the members can handle Johnny Gill. But Bobby Brown was that dude, man.
You couldn't tell Bobby nothing. Bobby knew what he was going to do. You're right.
I think the reason why we like Bobby Brown so much, I have my personal reasons, you have your reasons, but when you really think about it, he really did whatever the hell he wanted.
That's what it was.
And he dealt with the consequences that came with that too, and kept moving at the same time.
That's what it was.
Where the stuff that he went through, he shouldn't have continued to do music.
Yeah, there's no way.
He shouldn't have continued to Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he should have. There was no way. Like how?
Did you hear how Babyface wanted to work with this guy? Babyface heard
with Bobby?
him. Yes, Babyface heard him on the radio, and he was singing that first album song, which didn't do well because he was trying to find his footing and stuff without the guy's girlfriend.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And he was trying to sing in there, and he was trying to hit these high notes and singing and stuff like that. And he ended up cracking on there.
Yeah.
Live cracking. And he was like, sucked his teeth, was like, I didn't want to sing that song, no way. He was like,
that's what I'm talking about.
Yo,
that's what I wish I had that fucking swag when I cracked in front of people, man.
Babyface was like,
he saw that.
I can work with this dude. He heard him on the radio. He was like, nah, I gotta work with this dude. Think about it like that.
Oh man, it's just something about people that can operate in chaos. That's just something special,
like straight up
chaos. Whether they cause it or whether they're at the wrong place at the wrong time, and they still can make lemonade out of lemons. You know what I'm saying?
Really tear it down. Shout out to Bobby Brown, the king,
the living legend,
king.
Yeah, the king of R&B.
King of R&B, y'all. Remember, remember with my boys. Everybody's Got a Mic podcast. We had the our Mount Rushmores up there, and people got really upset when we brought up Bobby Brown.
Who's people? Is it who I think it is?
No,
or are you just trying to?
No, people got upset, meaning the internet.
Okay, cool.
The internet. That's what I meant. They got very upset about. No, I ain't talking about. I'm not talking about.
Okay.
I ain't talking about.
Okay. Now, just you already know. So we're not even gonna go there. So yeah.
I'm not gonna do this. But I do want to talk about 3 R&B groups. So I'm going into 96, 97, whatever, 98, high school-ish, middle school, high school-ish, whatever you want to call it.
I feel bad, man. Wow. Next episode, we're going to talk. I need to do a lot more research.
No, you don't need to do research. I'm just very good with numbers because I do R&B all the time, DJing. So I kind of know. I know. But I want to. The head. I know where placements are and people are in timelines. I just know because people try to throw in 2080 songs. I'm like, that was 88. That was 2000 something. And I'm like, dang, how do I even know that? So that's something weird on my end.
That's not weird. That's a great thing. It's just
it's a chronological thing that's kind of.
I want to bring more facts out of my mouth, and less opinions.
You are bringing actually facts, and you're making people think. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, well, you will think outside the box when we talk R&B, because there's a very dark side to R&B as well. So yeah.